So we're going to start laying down with either the soles of our feet together and our knees are out to the side, or your feet are going to be slightly wider than your hips and you're going to knock your knees together. So it's active rest. It's so that you don't fall asleep. We're just going to take a few moments here. So lay nice and still, find that chosen position. Gently close your eyes. Bring that attention to your breath. So find your own rhythm if you can. And you may find that your hands are drawn to your tummy, one hand to your heart, one hand to your tummy, or out by the side. There is no right or wrong, it's what you feel like your body wants to do. So just take a few moments to settle in and find your own breath. And then you can join in with a nice long slow inhale. And exhale. Inhaling in. Exhale out. Taking that time to just bring yourself slowly into awareness. If you've just rolled out of bed, or you feel quite tired, or you feel quite manic, you might want to take this time just to settle into the mat, be present. And then finding your own rhythm. And if your mind wanders, not worrying about it. If your knees are out, bring your hands to the outside of your knees and just draw them into your chest. So draw your knees in and then draw that little circle on the ceiling. One direction, then the other. Hugging this right knee into your chest. So we're going to do a lot of knee to nose today. So you can have a little practice. See, your knee does meet your nose. Letting your left leg go straight, or to support your lower back, put a slight bend in your knee, and then you can feel the small of your back on the mat, and then just slowly rotating your right ankle. One direction, then the other. And then drawing this right knee across your body over to the left, turning your head over to the right, so you're just gently twisting. And then really imagine you're breathing into this rib cage space. We're always thinking about the front of our chest, like we're trying to bring the space into the side. And then come back to centre, left knee in, right leg, find that position that works for you, so whether that leg is straight. Hugging that knee in, have another little check. Can my nose meet my knee? Yep, okay. And then just slowly rotating this ankle in one direction and then the other. Draw this knee over to the right, turn your head over to the left, so gently twisting. And again, really try to imagine you're breathing into that space, into that side of that rib cage. And then coming back to centre, and then using a bit of core that we could have gathered from Barry's boot camp yesterday. Bring yourself up to seated. So if you find this really uncomfortable, find your position, whether it be propped up or on your shins. And then just take a nice inhale in, and then exhale out. Your next inhale, bring your arms up overhead, reach up nice and tall, bring right hand down by right hip, and bring this left arm over the top, but you're going to bring the elbow back, keeping it reach that arm forward, elbow back. One more, reaching over, elbow back. Coming over to the left, plant that left hand down, right arm up and over, elbow back. 2 more times. Really trying to reach, keep that sit bone down as well. Elbow up, hand across. Nice. Come back to centre. Bring your right hand behind you so it's on the ground. Left hand to right knee. Gently twist that upper body round. And then come round for a counter twist. Keeping that nose in line with the middle of your rib cage. And then slowly coming forward, coming into your tabletop position. So making sure that your shoulders are over your wrists, hips are over your knees. You're slowly going to dip your hips down to the right and sweep your bum round and up to the left. There is no right or wrong for this. You're just listening to your body. You change directions as much as you want. Hang out in one area more than the other. Just listening to your body, tuning in. What's it saying? Saying go back to bed? Too late, you're here now. Might be saying go and have a coffee. And then come back to that tabletop position to get ready for your cat-cow. So again, tabletop, trying to keep that back nice and flat, hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. And there'll be 3 cat-cows. Drawing that chest through, belly button down to the earth. So just check that your shoulders are over your wrists, hips are over your knees. Come for a cat-cow. So you're going to draw your belly button to the earth and then lift that chest up. Take a nice inhale and then exhale. You're going to arch your back, drop your head to your cat position. 2 more times, nice and slowly. Belly button to the floor, heart up, and then really trying to push in between those shoulder blades, dropping that head. 1 more. Really try and stretch that core out. And then come back to that tabletop. You're just going to sink your hips down to the right, sweep your bum round and up to the left. So you're just circling those hips. No right or wrong. Change direction. And then come back to that tabletop. You're going to draw that right foot up to the ceiling, pull that heart through, and then draw your knee to try and meet your nose. So really try to tap that knee into your chest, drop your head to meet it, and then lift it up behind you, footprint on the ceiling. 2 more times. Really try to hug it into your chest. And then taking it all the way up, and then straightening that leg behind you. Extend your opposite arm, flip your toes if you need a little bit of balance, draw elbow in to meet knee, and then glide it back out. Again, I mean, if this is too challenging, just hover your hand and your foot off the mat. Leave that foot and that hand extended, so try and keep that leg nice and line with your back. You can kick that heel into your bottom, reach around with that left hand and see if you can grab that foot. If you have got a hold of that foot, push into your hand, lift your heart. If not, just keep that foot and that hand extended. Slowly release, hand and knee down. Taking that left foot up to the ceiling, footprint on the ceiling, pulling that heart through, and then draw that knee to meet your nose. And then taking it back up behind you. And again, really trying to draw that foot up to the sky. Last one. And then you're going to straighten that leg, extend that opposite arm, Flip your toes if you're wobbling around all over the place. Draw that elbow into meet knee, nice and controlled, nice and slowly. Drawing it in and then gliding it out. Nice. And then staying here or heel into your bottom, reaching around with that hand to see if you can reach that foot. If you have got a good hold, push into that hand to lift that heart. And then slowly release, bring that hand and that knee down. Flip your toes, come into downward dog. Pad one heel down, then the other. Find that little stretch in the hamstring. Imagine you're trying to draw your tummy towards your thighs. Taking that right leg up, heel into your bottom, drawing that knee to meet your nose. Nice and high. Take that foot up behind you. 2 more times, draw that knee in. And then taking it back up. 1 more. And then you're going to take the foot to the outside of the right hand. Drop that left knee, reach that right arm up to the sky. Then you're going to reach it over and then come back with that cactus arm. So keep that elbow nice and high. 2 more times, reaching over, elbow high. 1 more. And then bring that hand to the inside of that right foot. You're going to bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand. In a little squat, reach your arms forward, keep your bottom down. And then you're going to connect your palms. Take an inhale, bring your hands to heart center as you slowly release. Your legs nice and straight. Inhale, reach those arms up wide. Exhale, fold forward. Planting your hands down, going back to plank again. So you're going to take that left foot back, then that right foot back. Lower that chest and that chin. Sweep up with that upward dog. Flip your toes, downward dog. Taking that left leg up, heel into bottom, drawing knee to nose. And then taking it back up behind. Doesn't matter how high it goes. You're just trying to be nice and controlled. Knee into nose and then foot behind you. Then you're taking the foot to the outside of the left hand, dropping that right knee, extending that left arm up to the sky. And then you're going to reach that arm towards the top of the mat and then cactus elbow out. 2 more, reach, and then back. And then bringing that foot, that hand to the inside of that foot, right foot to the outside of your right hand. Keep that bottom down, reach your arms forward. Staying in that squat. Connect your palms. Inhale, bring hands to heart center, release those legs. Inhale, reach those arms wide and up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. And then you're going to plant those hands down, come back to plank, taking your right foot back behind you, taking your left foot back, slowly lowering that chest and that chin down, sweep up, and then flip your toes into downward dog. Take a nice long slow inhale here, and exhale. Sweeping the right leg up, again outside your right hand, keeping that back leg lifted. Just walk your hands forward a little bit, sink down in those hips, and then bringing your hands to the inside of that foot. Drop that back heel down, windmill those arms up into warrior 2. Dropping that elbow onto that thigh. I'm going to reach this arm up and over, cactus elbow out. Reaching up. Really trying to keep that elbow nice and high and open up that chest. And then come back to warrior 2. So that front knee's bent. Straighten that right leg. Point the toes towards the long edge of your mat and fold forward. So you can put a slight bend in your knees if you need to get your hands down to the earth. Plant that left hand down, extend that right arm up to the sky. And then slowly right hand down, left hand up to the sky. Both hands down, you're going to start bending this left knee, straightening that right leg. You can use your hands to help you. You can go down as far as you want. Hands can stay on the earth or to heart centre. And I want you to try and lift yourself into a warrior two position. So leg up and over. Nice. Windmill, hands to frame that foot. Come back to plank. Nice and strong. Lower that chest and that chin down. Sweep up. Take a nice inhale. Flip your toes into downward dog as you exhale. Left foot up. Outside the left hand. Keep that back knee lifted. Walk your hands forward a little bit. Sink those hips down. And then slowly bring the hands to the inside of the foot. Drop that right heel down and come to your warrior two. Bending that front knee. Right foot. Toes are at the long edge of the mat. Drop that left elbow down. Right arm up and over. And then cactus elbow back. Two more. So really try and reach. Imagine the top of your fingers, the tip of your toes is stretching. Elbow back. One more. And then come to that warrior two position. Straightening that left leg. Pointing your toes towards the long edge of your mat. With your first and second fingers, see if you can hook onto your big toe. Bending knees may be required. And then you're trying to imagine you're drawing your tummy through your legs. So your leg, head hang heavy here. And then releasing that hold. Bring your hands down to the earth. Start bending that right knee. Only go down as far as you can to lift yourself up and over to the other side. So if you want to go all the way down to the floor, you might get a little lift off that right heel. Bringing your hands to heart centre or hands down to the earth. I'm going to see if I can do it. I don't know if I've got the strength this morning. I'm going to bring myself up and over, yay, to warrior two. Windmill those hands to frame that foot. Going back to plank. You're just going to drop your knees here and bring your chest and your chin down to then sweep up so that your hips are then on the floor and just lift your chest here. Coming onto your fingertips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So inhale, really try and draw that chest up. Exhale, lower. One more. And then slowly bringing yourself down. Bring that left hand just in front of your face so it's resting. So you're resting on your forearm. Right heel into your bottom. And try and bring that heel into your bum. And a bit like when you're in the tabletop position, just push into that foot. And then you can lift that chest up. So it's a little bit, if you can do this, then you can just take a little bit of practice when you're in that tabletop position if your heel can't quite get into your bottom. Swap sides, so bring that right hand in front of you, left heel into your bottom. Really try and draw the heel in, push your hips into the earth, so you can feel that in your quads. Again, push into that hand, lifting that chest up, release that hold. Both heels into your bottom now. So you can go straight into your bow here if you want. If you can't quite grab one hand, but you can, or one foot then the other, just do alternate like we've just done. If not, if you've got both, push both heels into your bottom, hips into the earth, and then start just pushing into your hands to see if you can lift that chest. more force, pushing into that hand, you'll come into your bow. Try and draw your knees together. Remember to breathe. And then slowly release. Hands underneath your shoulders, hips over to heels, come into child's pose. So your knees can be wide here or underneath your tummy, reaching your hands forward. Walk your hands over to the right, left hand on top of right. Still trying to keep your bum on top of your heels. And then over to the left, right hand on top of the left. Slowly coming back to centre, walking yourself up so that you're on your shins, interlacing your hands behind your back, drawing them down to the earth. And then you're just going to bring your hands and nestle them into your right hip. A bit like a holster. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And then go left ear, left shoulder. Back up to centre, draw your hands down behind you and then bring them to the left hand side. Nestling them in, drop that right ear to right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder. Come back to centre. Just plant those hands behind you to push your hips up to the sky. Just to counterbalance all of the back bendy stuff. And then slowly lowering your hips down. Coming onto your bottom. Sweep those legs round. Left leg is going to go straight. And you're just going to hug this right knee in. So keeping it nice. And then you're going to try and grab hold of your foot and almost be like rocking the baby. So you're trying to open up your hip, draw that knee out. If you can. Here, you can try and bring that leg over that arm. If you're looking at me like, what the hell are you doing, Jen? It is a little arm balance. So you can bring that leg over your arm and then just see if you can lift your bottom off. Building that strength in your arms. If you want to go full pose, you're going to hook your legs together. Might be tricky to see. So your right foot is under your left ankle. Both hands are flat. And then you're just going to tip your weight forward and balance. And see if you can get your legs out to the side. I admit this is quite advanced, but it's quite fun to play with. If you're not already on your bottom, straighten your right leg, bring your left knee into your chest. Give it a go on the other side. You might see if you can do one side more than the other. So you're just rocking the baby, opening out your hip, bringing that foot in, seeing how much mobilisation you've got in that hip, bringing that arm underneath. So this left hand is going to be flat. It's almost like you want the knee over the tricep. And I admit I'm not very good on this side, so I'm hooking my feet together. And it's a question of that balance. So you're tipping your weight forward, balancing onto your hands, legs out to the side. And you're all on mute, so I don't know what's going on. Find yourself onto your bottom, hugging your knees into your chest, drawing that little circle on the ceiling. Hopefully having a little giggle if you're not injured. One direction then the other. Grab hold of your feet and just have a little happy baby. So your knees, imagine your knees are coming down at either side of your rib cage. Straighten one leg, straighten the other. You find you're rocking around all over the place. Come back to centre, feet up. Imagine you're putting footprints on the ceiling. And then hug your knees in, bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Give yourself a big squeeze. And then relax into your Shavasana. So resting yourself however is comfortable. And again, you might feel drawn to bringing your hands to your tummy, or your hands to your heart, or having them out to the side. And just slow that breath down. Keeping those eyes closed. Deepening the inhales and the exhales. Making sure your face is relaxed. And your head is settled. Maybe rocking it from side to side until it completely stops where it wants to rest. And just taking a few moments to settle everything down again. Slowing that heart rate down. Relaxing your nervous system. Bringing the attention to your breath. Again, if your mind wanders, just bring it back to your breath. Bring it back to that rise and fall, your chest and your tummy. Allowing that stillness to come to your mind as well as your body. Really try and relax your shoulders, your face. Allowing that breath to travel throughout your whole body. Gently start to wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. Hug your knees into your chest. Gently rocking from side to side. And without going into thinking, just allow your body to drop to one side. Taking a few moments before you start to bring yourself to a nice seated position. Drawing the crown of your head up, lifting your heart up to the sky, dropping your shoulders down. Taking a nice big inhale in, and allow that exhale to travel from the crown of your head all the way down your spine and rooting you into the earth. On your next inhale, bring both arms up overhead, connect your palms, seal that energy in, and then draw your hands to heart center. Feeling that peace, ease and grounded. Taking that throughout your day, the rest of the week, the rest of the month. Bring your thumbs up to your third eye, surrender yourself forward. Namaste, thank you for joining me. Have a lovely day. No worries. And you guys, see you soon.